Hello, everybody. I am here outside. The snow, as you can see behind me, is gone, so we're very happy up here in upstate New York. I just want to talk to you a little bit about breastfeeding and what you should do if you feel like you're not producing enough milk or you feel like your baby's not getting enough. I had this question posted to me the other day, so it's a very important question. So I said, why not share it with everybody else? So I'm going to talk about 5 things that you can work on that deals with making sure that you produce more breast milk. So let's start with number 5. So number 5 is basically something that I don't know if people really talk about it anymore. That's why it's always good to talk to other moms, even though some of their stories might scare you. But people who've been there, done that, it's kind of good to talk to them just to get some insight. Don't take it seriously, but just to get some insight. So I'm not sure if a lot of people are talking about massage and how important massage is. If you just lay down and do a massage left and right side, you can choose any oils that you want. I specifically would stay away from the counter lotions. I will go with more pure natural lubricants like extra olive oil, and you can get that at any grocery store. You probably have some in your cabinet right now. I will also do like a coconut oil, and you can get that in any store nowadays. Go with the organic, and I will definitely choose shea butter as well. So those are the 3 things that you pretty much can get your hands on right away. If you're in a small town, you can get it on eBay, Amazon, really quick. So you just get that, lay back, and do a massage. And what will happen is with that touch, you release the endorphins, you release hormones that will actually open up the milk ducts, and you feel that drop. For anybody who's breastfed before, you know what that drop feels like. It's like a release. If you want to have fun with it, get your partner to do it with you. And it's not just fun, but you're also working together for a purpose, which is to breastfeed your baby, which you both know that is the best food, medicine, natural that you can provide. So not even in a sexual way, just in a, I'm helping out. I'm trying to do my duty. This is for the fellas. I'm just doing my duty to make sure my baby is fed right. Right? Okay. So especially if you're in love with that baby girl, or you got that dude that you're like, yeah, I could pass on everything to him. Oh, the prince is here. However you feel, the males have a part in this too. Or if you are in a relationship that is not considered normal, same energy, all right? Still masculine energy and there's still male energy, regardless of who you are, what you do, how you came about, what your plans are. You have a baby and you're breastfeeding. So fact is, there is a masculine energy and there's a feminine energy. So I'm talking to the masculine energy right now. So you have a part. So you're very important. The next thing, I'm sorry, cracking myself up. I do it all the time. Number 4 is your diet. Diet is very important. Right, Mariah? Okay. It's very important. Diet has a lot to do with how much caloric energy that you put into your body versus how much you give out. So after the baby, that's why it's not necessary to diet so much. You're going to keep the same calories that you had when you were pregnant. So that 500 extra calories, that's what you're going to do. Can't change. The baby's outside of you, but you still have to carry your body and do the same things you did when you were pregnant, because you're still maintaining the health of the baby, even though you could physically see the baby and you're like, okay, baby, get up, stand up, walk, feed yourself. It's not like that. It's not that easy. So some of the things you want to think about is something that's called the galactogods. The galactogods are like, they're natural, but then of course, the age that we live in, there's synthetic versions of it as well. More of the natural side of it is the fennel seeds. I think I saw fennel seeds at the dollar store. So if I see them at the dollar store, that means you can get them anywhere. So fennel seeds, oatmeal, your average oatmeal, your raspberry leaf tea. You probably still have that when you're pregnant, because I suggest the always keep raspberry leaf tea when you're pregnant. And now I'm saying it even during lactation. Raspberry leaf tea, even alfalfa root. That's becoming very common in a lot of the tea sections of grocery stores now. So these are pretty much like a high five, especially your fennel seeds, the galactagods. And basically what they all have in relationship to each other is this one like molecular structure that kind of like sedates you and kind of helps you release that. And when you release that, the baby also feels that release as well. And it has a lot of other things to do with that, but it really helps you um, bond with your baby and kind of be in the present moment to release. And the baby will feel that release effect, and you have this wonderful exchange of you feeding the baby and the baby taking in whatever you feed it. So the next thing, number 3, is going to be time. I should have put this at number 1, but I'm going to put it at number 3, okay? Time is important. So even if they have a breastfeeding room at your job, or even if you're a stay-at-home mom, or whatever you do, you always feel pressured to hurry up, get it done, because as you know, it takes a good 45 minutes, 20 minutes on the left, 20 minutes on the right. So you really got to sit there for a good 45 minutes, non-stressed, hydrated, high caloric. You're asking a lot, and you asking to do this like several times in 24 hours. That's a lot, okay? So that's why I was contemplating, time should be number 1 or 3. But I'm gonna put it at 3 because I think we can do this. So I'm not gonna hype it up. So number 3, let's take time. Tell your boss if you got that that breastfeeding room, that yeah, my lunch break is an hour, but I still got to go get food and then come back and then breastfeed. So it's going to take me more than 15 minutes to just put my coat on, get in the car, start it, go to the store, pick up something to eat, then come back to the pumping room and then pump and then look at the time and have to be back, or I can be considered as an employee that's bad, like slap on my finger because I'm trying to feed my child. Or some people might get it nowadays where there's like a punch in the face, depending on who your boss is and how they are sensitive to the fact that you're breastfeeding. We all getting it from all sides. I don't think, since a lot of us is breastfeeding, that it's easy peasy. Not yet. So make everybody know, if you have a husband or a partner that's very demanding, they want things set at a certain time, let them know, this is what we talked about. This is what it takes for me to do. I cannot do those duties like you want me to do. And you could tell your kids too. It could be anybody, your girlfriends, your family. I can't go with you everywhere anymore. I can't talk to you on the phone all the time. I can't respond back to your text every 2 minutes and then you get real hot because I didn't respond back. I can't look at my Facebook all the time because this is what I'm doing. So you have to lay it down to everybody. Look, this is my life right here. This is pretty much what I have to focus on right now to make sure my child is important. So my health is important in the future. So I'm going to do everything I possibly can. This is how important it is. So whatever you got to talk about your boyfriend, what he did, and your boss got something to say about you coming in 10 minutes late, excuse me. So, and say it in a very nice, polite way, of course, but be vocal with it. The next thing is stress. That should have been number 1 too. Everything's fighting for number 1 because it seems like as women, it all comes to us as number 1. Like to even prioritize everything is really complicated because it's like everything is number 1. Everything is number 1 because it comes at once. So your stress level. My biggest suggestion about stress level is you're going to have to let everybody know once again, you need time. If that means that you never got your nails done, but while you're pregnant, you're going to make sure that $20 is saved aside so you can get your nails done or your feet done because you can't bend over anymore. That's a legitimate excuse to have an extra $20 in your savings account to spend on your toes because you can't even reach them anymore. And if you try to reach them, you might puke. So can we just save $20? I mean, what is that? $5 a week? $250 from your paycheck, $250 from my paycheck. That's not too hard to ask for. I really don't think so. So, or if you need to get your hair braided, right? Because maybe you're sick in the morning and you're like, blah, 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 but it comforts you. It keeps your stress down level about how your hair is going to be in the morning. how your toes are going to look when you wear your flip-flops, because you said, this is what I need to feel a little bit comfortable. So anything you can do to reduce your stress. If walking reduces your stress, do that. If hanging out with your girlfriends is just keying, do that. If it's watching on Netflix a 24-hour for all Saturday, you done shut everything down, like don't ask me for nothing, because I'm doing a marathon. I'm watching season 1 through 5 right now, and I got all my snacks. I'm prepared, and this is what I'm going to do. I don't care what it is. Find something that just reduces you. Is it a little selfish? Yes, but you'll get used to me. I'm really going to tell you that it's okay. Okay? Because if you're not okay, who else is? I'm really trying to think about it right now to find something to say back, but I can't even come back with myself. And I'm really good at coming back with myself. So if I'm stumped myself, then you know that's just done. Number 1. Let's get to number 1. Number 1 is hydration. Oh, number 1s are always simple. Like, you know, you be thinking about the complicated ones should be number 1, but number 1s always seem to be like the simplest ones, but it's just harder to get to everything else. I guarantee everybody would do 2 through 5 real easy, but when it comes to 1, they'd be like, oops, I totally forgot that. Number 1, soap water. That's it. Bottom line. I don't care if you found some good slushy ice and you put slushy ice in your mouth, because maybe you can't do the full drinking of water. So just ice melting in your mouth will help you get the hydration in. Do that. Who's to say that you're right, you're wrong, as long as you're getting that hydration in. It can be anything as, do you like it half frozen? Do you like it lukewarm? Do you like it hot with some lemon in it? I wouldn't put sugar in it. The closest I would do with that, with water, would be honey. That would probably be the closest. And if you can go without that, that would be fine. If you could just drop a lime or lemon in there, that would keep the balance of the H2O as close as possible as H2O without adding anything to mess that up. So water, ladies, water, gentlemen, water, because we all need it. And I know y'all ain't drink your water. Aunties, uncles, whoever's supporting the mom who's pregnant, y'all not drinking that water either. So maybe y'all should be like, look, you need to drink this water. I'm going to drink water, and we're going to do it together. And meanwhile, whoever's supporting mom, you probably lose weight, your skin will clear up, everything will be good. And on the mom end, the mom is healthy, the baby's healthy. So it's like a win-win situation. Just even as a neighbor, whoever's your support person, when you go on these rides with this pregnancy, take everybody along, because this is information that can help everybody. Male, female. Anytime you talk about creation, you can apply it to anything and everything. So that's why I said this is not just for moms. This is for everybody. Excuse me, I was getting over a cold. This is for everybody who is supporting the moms, because it all relates. And when you're dealing with creation and life and rebirth and newborns and new start and new life and new, I think everybody could use a little new every once in a while. All right, so that's it. This is Blue Sky, always. Manifest birth, manifest life. Have a good one. Bye-bye.